It really helps you. I mean, that it makes a difference. It just calms you down. And we're all stressed today with what's going on in the world for various reasons. So it seems like now more than ever is a time that people should meditate. People spend so much time exercising from the neck down, and we do everything to take care of our body when the most important thing is our mind, and to relieve stress and relieve anxiety, because I don't know about you, but I have a lot of anxiety with what's going on in the world, a lot of stress. And I have to come out here and be happy every single day, and I want to feel clear. And the only way to do that is really to get to that quiet place and be silent, and it changes everything. So what's the first step? If somebody says, this sounds interesting to me, how do I start?
So go to tm.org, find a TM center that's near you.
About 2010, I was on Saturday Night Live, and I'd been on the show for about 5 years, and I was having a lot of just panic attacks. I was having a really hard time getting through shows. And then so what happened was a friend of mine said, you should listen to David Lynch's book, Catch the Big Fish, and I listened to that and was like, oh, I'm gonna try this. I took to it right away, and I can actually watch the show, and if I looked at my time back at SNL, I could be like right the demarcation line of when I started TM.
You can see the difference.
Yeah, I could totally see it where I'm having fun. I'm just having fun for a change instead of being all freaked out. You become a friend of your anxiety. You just kind of go, oh, there you are. Okay, cool. All right, let's go do the show.
I meditate, just like so many of us. We are busy with our personal lives, with our careers. And for me, I'm an executive multitasker. I've always had a lot on my plate. And I noticed before I was meditating, I started to short circuit a little bit, like an iPhone, you know, when it just decides to stop and turn off on you, and you're like, I was in the middle of something. So I knew that I had to take care of my mental health and my mind, which is, you know, the greatest asset in my body besides my heart. And I knew I had to protect it, and it's helped a lot with my anxiety. Instead of having to turn to prescription, I've been able to turn to this.
The morning ritual, I find that 5 to 10 minutes of meditation is very, very helpful for avoiding anxiety. And that's just the clean slate. It's the reset button for the rest of the day.
I tend to just sit down and meditate using techniques from transcendental meditation and TM to take a course, which I recommend, or classes, let's say a 4 to 5 day class, which is an hour a day at like lunch break. I found it very helpful because I was accountable to someone else. And I realized that historically, if I weren't accountable to someone else to meditate and record that experience and discuss that experience, I wouldn't do it consistently. It's just too optional an activity. So TM, it's just tm.org, was very helpful for me. It's basically a warm bath for your brain where you just chill out and stop the chatter for a brief period of time.
I mean, I've been meditating since my early 20s, and it has been such a wonderful tool, especially when I'm really anxious. You know, whenever there is like stress situations, I feel meditation is the most amazing tool.
A bunch of people on our show, and authors and people that talk about what's the number one thing advice they can give to anyone starting a business or working, and it's meditation. Everyone successful somehow meditates at some point in the day, and I keep telling myself, you got to do this.
Yeah, it's
I really want to do it.
It's unbelievable. You really should do it.
Yeah.
Because you know
How long do you do it?
Well, TM is 20 minutes.
Let's talk about meditation because you brought it up, and because this whole show is about meditation.
Dave and I David Levine was my creative partner. He and I both practice transcendental meditation. For me, it was a salve for and a way to control anxiety. I found that the physical manifestations of anxiety just dissipated by about 85 or 90%.
That's phenomenal. That's great.
And so that was a gigantic life change, to not feel a fluttering stomach, to not get a stress headache.